Welcome back, 5 aces.
Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 aces here. This is the disembodied voice of video games past speaking, but we're gonna be looking forward into the future, and the future is now, old man. We are going to tackle kicking off Season 12 of RAGL with a match between Unano in the bottom left, spawning as his trusted Russians. He's gonna be up against, I'll give you 5 seconds to recognize the color scheme. He goes by one of 2 color schemes. It is Mr. Upps, that's right. That's probably his home color, the other color scheme being yellow. It's close to Anju's color actually, so there's a bit of a leeway for confusion, but be that as it may. Fake power plant's already coming out, so that it's a France match. That gets me pumped, as does the kickoff for Season 12, because I haven't casted any games of that just yet. We're in the middle of the season, I haven't played a single game. I myself have fallen prey to the Master's Disease. Used to be the case that everyone but me used to play their games like in the last possible week. And now it's on me to just have IRL interferences that prevent me from playing the games on time. So yeah, not a single match played just yet. I have yet to receive all my losses. With these players, it's always a bit of a wild one. Unano is playing a very solid macro style, but also knows his tricks with tier 3, knows his way around. Ooh. He's doing some harvester micro there. If you want to get really special tactics into it, just highlight the gems first, because they yield a lot more in the early game. Just that little income spike. Anyway, and he's up against Upps, and you never know what you're gonna get against Upps. It's like against someone like Unano, you know you're gonna get vanilla ice cream shoved into your base with a 15 tank push or something. But with Upps, it could be anything. It could be mustard. It could be French omelette. It could also just be a goat's hoof. It could be anything, literally. Upps is a complete wildcard, and that's what makes this game so hilarious. This time he's going fairly standard. Whoa, this engineer is going in without protection. What, APC? Ooh, did he forget to produce? He's not producing from his war factory currently. Unano, you are slipping. He is slipping badly. Oh my lord, no way. His production is still on 0. Yeah, he recognized his mistake. Oh god. He built an APC and then nothing. That is kind of tragic. The engineer is still alive, crucially, like somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, stranded here. I see why he's not picking it up with the APC, because the ranger is able to track the APC nicely. Yeah, that's a dead engineer. That one ain't gonna make it home. Unless... Nope. Rip. Wait! Upps didn't have that on the radar. Oh, what a lucky break. What a lucky break here for Unano, but he's already so far behind. We're gonna take a look at the economy. Him not producing there, that is tragic. Look at the income discrepancy. It's already 2k without firing a single shot. That is so bad. Plus there's already a harvester behind, despite Unano having built an earlier war factory. That is just completely devastating. What a terrible turn of events here. Okay, he's caught up to 4 harvesters, plus he's got a super early service depot, so maybe if Upps leaves him enough time to build up his base. The issue is, he usually doesn't. Upps is usually a big fan of early aggression. Doesn't appear to be the case here. Ooh, he went double ranger. That's nice. One of them is harboring an engineer. The other one just playing proximity zone control here. No, what are you doing? You're abandoning the engineer. That is a middling degree of smart at the very best. Come on. The APC, yeah, that was on you, mister. If you knew it, why did you send your APC on patrol? That was kind of a blunder. At least he gets his expansion established relatively safely. What a risky build. You basically didn't have anything. No army, nothing. A couple of rifles. First tank is rolling out of the factory now. But with that, look, Upps already has his army. He's got a double ranger for scouting. He's got the solid infantry corps. He's moving forward his MCV. He's on the same timing as Unano. despite Unano, in theory, be having a timing advantage. Ooh! Grenadier APC. Just a little diversion, I guess. A little distractive maneuver. Alright, I dig. At least he gets the eco transfer down. That's some intense combat. That is Ranger against barbed wire fence. Mano y mano. Machine gun y machine gun. That is, ooh, some high octane action here. Actually, oh, the bug! You know what's happening? I think I know what's happening here. No, actually, that's not what's happening. So why does he keep firing? Maybe the barbed wire fence is not coded as an actor per se. Oh, that's so annoying. Unano doesn't have a defense queued up, so for now, this is just gonna be a zero income expansion. Yikes! Things are not going great for Unano today. That is certainly not his day. Yeah, he has to have he has to call in heavy support. 2 tanks have to deal with the Ranger here. Oh, there is the APC dealing with the Ulderic, but it reveals his hand, so yeah, fair enough. Get some value out of that. If you retain the APC, it's not all that expensive. 3 grens is 480 bucks. That is not the end of the world if you lose that. No, sorry, 540. Oh, a little incorrect. I think 160 per pop. Right? 480. Oh well. Yeah, but look at the army discrepancy. We're just gonna take a look here. Skyrocketing is Upps, and Unano sort of flatlining. And all of that with a basically non-existent combat early game. The early game was so passive. I feel this is just complete build order fail from Unano. That's not what I'm used to. Unano usually has impeccable macro. Certainly not in this game. A little bit of a scouting ground coming in. There's the APC. Oh! Rifle reveals the MCV positioning. But he's not gonna like what's about to come here. We've got a breach in Sector A. Yeah, is really trying to fight this. Alright. Oh, is the pathing actually gonna screw up? Let's find out. The tanks are completely idle. Oh, the MCV gets away. That was not meant to happen. Unano maybe would have stood a chance if he had gotten the MCV killed off, but right like this, all he needs to do is just move behind the lines, keep on reinforcing with more pillboxes, and he's good to go. Yikes! What a tragic turn of events. He's trying to attack the right-hand side, but the right-hand side is completely fortified. I don't see a shot here. Like, a paper cat is going to make it through concrete hell before he actually takes this game back. I'm not seeing this at all. This is just complete obliteration, and this is a build order fail of the highest order. The highest magnitude of build order fails here. Ah, that was a bit tough to watch. Oh well. Yeah, Flame Tower getting some good AoE, but I highly doubt that's gonna turn the tide. Army gets cleaned up eventually. Bottom right, locking it down. Look at the map. This is just a very one-sided affair at that point. So now that that's out of the way... Oh! The Grenadiers somehow died as well. No! They're still in the APC. It was just the zoom level that didn't allow me to see the pips. Because on a certain zoom level I can't see the pips anymore. Like so. Yeah, foregone conclusion here, but that's fine. We still got a game 2 at our hands. As per usual, this is RAGL, so there is a chance that draws occur. Occasionally. Oh, the comm center providing some vision here as well. Wide flank with 2 tanks and a little infantry dispatch. I mean, so the little things that count. He's trying to play the death by 1,000 paper cut strategy, but he doesn't even have enough paper to make that one work. So I'm just not seeing it. Artillery's coming out. Yeah. That is gonna signal that it's time for you to go, Mr. APC. Oh, the radar is kind of unprotected. If he sniffs out the radar, out comes the first Black Hawk. Yeah, but the forces are just waiting in the wings. And what's left of the main base? Basically nothing at all. Oh, he didn't spot the radar either. RIP APC. And RIP Unano's hopes at taking game 1. That was, I think in the replay folder it was the first, so it was literally the first game to kick off RAGL Season 12. And winning Season 12, that would be such a moral boost. Oh man. The MCV, no, it can't even deploy anymore. Getting chased back into his own base. Oh, this is tragic. And barreling in come the forces of Upps, taking the first game for himself. Oh, there is not even a field defense ready to deploy. Yep. Harvester's probably gonna get pulled in a second, and we're gonna take a look. I mean, the combat tab is not all that significant, but it's about the macro. Lifetime earnings, yeah, there's a big dip at the beginning and at the end. And the first dip was without losing expansions, is the thing. That was just due to sloppy macro. I mean, where are you gonna go from here? Tech center is out for Upps as well. GG being called, yeah, that was a fairly straightforward game, but we still have tick game 2 on our hands. So let us check that one out. Oh, some new users. Alright, see you in game 2.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
Alright, bring it on. We're in game number 2, and as per usual, with a new season comes a new map pack. This one is Chernobyl 1v1. Yeah, I think I remember this being a 3-player map or something. Maybe 4, not entirely sure, but this is... Let's disable the shroud for a second. It's the autumn tile set, the one that is custom made by the community. Lighting looks kind of cool. Ooh. This works on civilian assets? Okay. Oh, seizure inducing, so sorry. Sorry if I gave you all a stroke there. Oh, it's very unfortunate. Oh, yeah, it has the forward comms in the bottom right. I remember a game, I think it was in the 4-player version of this one, where, don't remember the player, but someone snuck a tech center into the bottom right corner. And that was interesting. So, speaking of interesting, this early game kind of is not, because this is just both players rallying their forces into the middle, and Upps gaining the high ground. So I don't know. Oh, Unano spawn is Germany this time around. Force fire action is not all that great, and Upps is doing a good job at inching forward, and yeah, just nullifying any chances of Unano to get onto the field. So, oil direct advantage for Upps for now, combat advantage as well. It's looking quite good for him. Ooh, 1,000 over 300. That is rough. So this also has the gem mines. That is a very important component of this map. And he who holds the gem mine holds the power, at least in the early to mid until they run dry. They're kind of like one of those high yield, high interest rates credit cards. For a while you can afford the most expensive Bugattis and whatnot, and then all of a sudden you're gonna run dry. And then it's time for the repo men to come and repossess your tanks. Or the tax man to just claim everything that's left. Unano is spacing out his rifles a little much for my taste. That is always very dangerous, because you're not covering more ground. You have them still on the same side of the map, but if you fall foul of a concentrated infantry blob, you're gonna lose your first 5 stack, and from there it's just a straight up snowball. Ooh, maybe he's gonna get a hold of the engineer though. Maybe. Oh, forward scout is maybe preventing that. Yep. That's gonna be so close. Ooh, engineer takes a grazing shot for now. He is still alive. He is still alive. I repeat, we still have engineer contact. Okay, he's going through to the middle. Risky if there is a light tank coming out for Upps. Let's check the production tab. Oh, APC. No, never mind. Upps is Russia this time around. The APC timing is gonna hit not quite fast enough. So at least he gets the oil direct back. It's not too bad for Unano. He's having a slightly better early game. Oh, I really don't like those oil refineries. Yikes! So let's think this through. He's built his first power plant here, the refinery there, that's fine. Then he went for a war factory, and he did not put the war factory here, he put it south of his Kanyard. For whatever reason, then he... yeah. That's just the oil direct being repoed again. That was to be expected. Oh, Grenadiers? Just chilling. Not doing the greatest job at impacting the game here. Alright, that was something. There was an attempt. At least he's got his third refinery out now, but traditionally if you go for a war factory first build, I would go for the war factory placing it here. So let's see. Power plant here. Maybe he wanted the barracks forward so he can... Ooh, firing over the walls as well, that's so nice. Yeah, he probably wanted it over the... He wanted it forward. What's the force fire? He's force firing his own men! You're... My man! Okay, needs a medic. That game is all sorts of wonky already. So, okay, let's think this through again. So he's going power plant and then a barracks, and he's building the barracks here because he wants the shortest distance to the derrick so he can win the derrick war, which he didn't succeed at, but that's fine. He tried. And then he's building the war factory south. I would rather build the war factory here, so you can then get a good placement on the ore refinery. But I'd have to measure that in cells if I were to assess that properly. That is already a solid expansion. That is a 5-minute expansion. It's a bit late for the regular build standards, but it's completely fine. And Unano is slightly behind, despite going War Factory first. Does he at least have more econ to make up for it? He does not. In fact, Upps has a harvester more. So again, I think the build order has come to bite him a little here. Combat tab obviously is looking grim. A bit gruesome here. He's trying to make up for it by finding some picks on some stray rifles. Nothing too crazy. At least deny your opponent the scouting. Ooh, in comes the hospital capture coming in clutch. Hospital is, where is it? Somewhere in the middle? Alright, I have to learn this map, certainly. No, seriously, where's the hospital? Am I blind? Oh, there it is, okay. It's just up top side. That is, yeah, this game, I wouldn't say it's a foregone conclusion, but let's look at the army graph again. We're seeing very much a repeat of game 1. So whichever build order that, that Unano has chosen for himself, it's not working. It ain't working at all. Maybe he gets the jump on the base, though. That would be a way back into the game. But the rifle reveals it. Unfortunate, and now there's a massive army heading your way. You'll stand to lose a lot of your infantry. Oh god, fighting around those tight spaces, where there's basically no room to dodge, plus he's got the massive armor advantage, does Upps. Oh, I don't like this at all. Oh, the barrels as well! That was, I think it was force fire. Complete sweep of the entire army of Unano in seconds. So his game plan has just fallen apart. He's trying to counterattack. Ouch! This was rough to watch. This is not how I remember Unano. Oh, doesn't even kill the flame tower. This was just hopeless on all fronts. This is looking like my games. Yup. Let's check the combat tab, just for funsies. That's like a 9k lead, just in combat. Yikes. Unano, my friend. You need to fix your early game plan. That was him just slipping up in the macro. That game 1 was absolutely atrocious, where he just didn't build from the war factory at all. I remember a game of myself playing against Orb. One of the first seasons when Orb joined the fray, and I had completely forgotten War Factory production until I was on Raiderdome Tech. So I had 2 harvesters, and the first combat unit I built was an artillery. I remember that game. But back then the meta was a bit more, you know, geared towards the mid and late game, let's put it that way. So I got away with it. Those were different metas. Man, he's just trying so hard to just defend. Just kill anything off here, but it's not happening. Okay, counterattack onto the hospital. That is quite literally the most worthless target I could have gone for. But that's fine. It's at least out of the way. It was just kind of in the way. Here we're seeing the remnants of the good old communist housing policy. Is that a Khrushcheva? If you've ever been to Russia, they're named after, like, there's different styles of those Soviet housing blocks. They're all named after the presidents whose turn it was to rule the USSR at the time. And I think those were the Khrushchevas, named after Nikita Khrushchev, who was the ruler or the president of the USSR at that time. Yaks are out, alright. Good hustle. Flamers as well. I like that. That's the spirit. He's trying so hard to go for something. Unano, my friend, you got completely decimated this go. Look at this surround. Have you ever seen a surround this perfect? It's like in a 270-degree angle. They came from all sides. Yup, and simultaneously there's also an attack onto the main base. GG. That was very, very decisive, and that puts Upps at a 2-0 up. Good start for him. Congratulations on winning what is presumably the first series of games in the season. We're gonna be back with more RA casts, more RAGL content to come. Oh, Unano has somehow parked his MCV amidst 4 flame towers as well. Yeah, that certainly looked like it was out of shape. Hey, that happens to the best of us. Alright. Thanks for watching. Hashtag me too, really? I don't know. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time with more RAGL content to come. Some more competitive matches. This one was kind of one-sided, but gave us the chance to talk about the season a little. And about Khrushchevas. So, and the Soviet housing policy in general. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. 5 Aces, out.
Battle control terminated.